Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, and this is a special segment entitled Navigating Anxiety Disorders with the Tarot. The idea came to mind because anxiety is something that's natural for everybody to encounter at some point in their life or their day. Some people may not even realize that they're experiencing anxiety because honestly, some people are just fucking amazing. We all are, but I'm just saying that they're really good at just getting over things quickly, ignoring them, and figuring out ways to deflect or filter the feelings into something productive. And you may not even realize that you have the feeling of anxiety because you're just so used to releasing uncomfortable emotions as quickly as they come. And if that's you, I commend you for that. I seriously do. But then there are the others. I battle with anxiety at times, and the tarot has made a pivotal impact on helping me to uncover the sources of it in each scenario so I can live my damn life in peace. I know this segment will be a godsend for those of you who struggle with anxiety and are looking for a safe way out of allowing your circumstances or trying not to allow your circumstances to control your journey by using the tarot for help, using the tarot for guidance. I know you can do it too. And what better way than to guide you through it? Because I can relate. So, first things first, in order to understand why you may feel anxiety, you have to first understand what anxiety is. And according to my friends at med9plus.gov, anxiety is a feeling of fear, dread, and uneasiness. It might cause you to feel restless or to sweat, to be tense and have a rapid heartbeat. It can be a normal reaction to stress. So you may feel anxious when you face a difficult problem at work, before taking a test, or before making an important decision, or hell, even before watching a tarot video for guidance on a relationship that went left right before you watched the tarot video. And it can help you to cope. The site mentions that anxiety may give you a boost of energy or help you to focus. So anxiety is actually supposed to be a good thing, but for people with anxiety disorders, the fear is not temporary no more. That shit lingers like a dark cloud, and it could be overwhelming. The exact cause of anxiety is unknown, but things like stress, your environment, brain biology, this shit is deep. And even genetics may play a strong role in how deeply it affects you. So you can thank your mom and your daddy for plaguing you with this shit. No, seriously though, go ahead and grab your favorite deck, find your little cozy spot, and let's chat. Be sure to pick a deck that clicks with you. It's like choosing a buddy or a bestie. You have to vibe. Set the mood right. Light a candle. You see I got my candles. And set a clear intention. Be prepared to shuffle those cards, draw with purpose, and spill your thoughts into your tarot diary. Or for now, to your screen because you will be talking to me. And drop a comment to say hello to a goddess because you know I love it when you say hello. Anyways, you know how that little gremlin called anxiety likes to hang out in our minds, right? Imagine tarot being, imagine tarot being a superhero cape and understanding where that anxiety comes from. It's like having a chat with your own personal therapist on her green couch, but with your cards. And you're talking to your spirit guides by way of your intuition. You draw these cards and each one tells a story, and it's not a random story. It's like the universe giving you a sneak peek into the roots of your worries. And the cards are like little detectives pointing their fingers at why you're having this anxiety. They're pointing out the reasoning behind your anxiety. And you might pull a card that screams, hey, you remember that unresolved issue from last week, Tuesday? Or surprise, your inner critic is having a party in your thoughts. It's kind of like shining a flashlight into every single dark, cobweb-filled corner of your mind. And the beauty is you're in control. And you're not just sitting there biting your nails. You're actively peeling back the layers. And that's what I'm here to help you to do. So let's get into it. All right, so now that you're sitting in your comfy spot, you got your tarot cards, you set your intentions because you want to know the root of what you are feeling anxious for, what is triggering your anxiety. I'm going to show you how to look at the cards in a different kind of way, how to paint those pictures, and we're going to go through this thing together so you can actually get it, okay? I'm using the Prisma Visions Tarot deck. It's a deck that resonates really deeply with me because it's such a vivid deck, and my imagination runs wild on its own anyway, but colors tend to stand out for me, and 3D pictures and pictures that interact with each other helps me to easily paint pictures and stories. So let's go ahead and look into my deck. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is a positive card. Well, actually, I don't even want to say it's a positive card because there's no positive or negative card. There's positive and negative situations, and the card is going to describe the situation, and how that situation is subjective to whomever is reading or experiencing that situation. So the Ace of Cups, it describes a positive experience. It's a new beginning. It's an opportunity to experience something great, a creative opportunity, an opportunity to feel good with a new scenario. It's just a new, fresh start. It could be a new relationship. It could even sometimes be a new child that would make you feel anxious. So if you were to ask, hey, Spirit, why do I feel so anxious? And then you pull the Ace of Cups, and then you may have a job interview and you have to meet with someone for the first time, or you may have a new date and it makes you feel anxious because this new opportunity, you don't want to mess it up, and you're overthinking about it. You're thinking about the future because in the past, who knows what the past is? The past is subjective to your experience. But if you've had a negative past, or it didn't go so well in the past, and now you have this new opportunity to experience this new beautiful relationship, and now you're thinking about it and you just want to get it right, it might make you anxious. So that's something to think about. And next I have the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords in this deck is a little boy looking up at a big bird. There's a proper way that this, the guidebook describes the name of this bird, but it's just a big ass bird to me with teeth. I ain't never seen no bird with teeth before, like in prehistoric days. So it's a big ass, probably carnivore ass bird. And he's dead ass in the mouth of the bird. And with the Nine of Swords, it's an air card. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies are here. And it's just saying, like, you may be triggered by a situation that makes you want to lash out, to pull your rank. Something that you feel is beyond your control and it's backing you against the wall. You are feeling as if you can't sleep. It's so big, it's consuming you. It's on your mind. It's making you stay up at night. Look at how fearful he is. If he makes one wrong move, he's going to be eaten by his situation. I imagine the bird is like so ready to devour him because the bird skipped breakfast. This is the story that I'm painting. The bird does not look happy at all. So it could be a situation that is just not favorable, and it keeps you up, and that makes you anxious. What happens when you lose sleep? You're tired. You start your day off wrong. You end up being crabby, and that makes you even more anxious. You may almost get in an accident. You're constantly going through the day thinking about this thing that's hovering over you because you feel like you don't have control. You may be experiencing confused thoughts when you don't have control over your thoughts, or when you're in the face of danger. It makes you feel as if there's nothing else that you can do aside from either fight or flight. And that puts you in a position of being vulnerable. So you feel naked, you feel unsafe. So it could be a situation that you just don't feel safe. That might be the root of your anxiety. And I'm just showing you the example how it can be with any card. So we'll just randomly pull the cards. Well, this one is the Tower card. The Tower card is just saying something abrupt is bound to happen based on the chain of events that's happening. And this is like a double-edged sword in a sense, because you can be reading your tarot cards and you could be having a great day, and you read the tarot card, the Tower card, as, oh shit, something fucked up is going to happen today. Now you're fearful and you're anxious. Now, if you're suffering from an anxiety disorder, that is going to linger on, because now you're like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And then on the flip side, you could already be in this crazy situation, and then you pull the Tower card as a way of trying to figure out, why are you so anxious? And it's because you know that the situation is not going to get any better, but your spirit guides and the universe with the Tower with a major is saying that you can persevere through whatever it is that you're experiencing. You know, for the religious folk, they tend to say, you know, God wouldn't bring you to something that he doesn't plan on bringing you through. So it's saying to trust the circumstance, right? To trust yourself, to trust that things are going to work itself out. Sometimes things be so fucked up that you just have to let that shit just be fucked to the hell up. But fact of the matter is, if you're asking why you're feeling anxious, it's because you're looking at the worst that's yet to come, because you know that before it gets sunny, it's going to get a little bit darker. What if you pulled this card and was asking a different question, like, how can I stop feeling anxious? So with the Tower card, it's saying to look at the situation as a way out. Like, this is taking you from something that you were used to, something that you knew is inevitable, something that you knew was going to fall apart. So it could be, you could look at it on the bright side with the lights in the house. Just look at it as a way out, a way to see that although things may not be so great right now, eventually they will be. Work through what you're going through and not hanging on to the outcome, and just knowing that shit happens, you know? So it's different ways that you can look at it. Let's pull another card. So this one is a game changer. So the Three of Swords. So again, the suit of Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And this could be a falling out or a loss of a job, a broken heart. Why, if you ask the questions, why am I feeling so anxious? And you pull the Three of Swords, it's because you're hurt about something. And the more that you think about it, the more it makes you feel less than. It takes away from your spirit. It dampers your emotions. It makes you feel heavy. Or if you're asking the question, how can I not feel anxious? What can you do then to not feel brokenhearted? You have to go through it. And if you want to get to the other side of the emotion, you have to go through it. You have to ask yourself the right questions. So asking, how can I get through this situation that's making me feel anxious, is feel my feelings. Do what makes me happy. My emotions are down right now. So what can I do to lift my spirits out of this Three of Swords energy? So if you're asking the right questions, then you will be able to give yourself the answers that will be helpful for you to change your feelings, to change your approach, to change the way how anxiety is affecting you. Because again, feelings are temporary, and that's another conversation, but I'll dabble on it for just a bit. Feelings are temporary, you know, and if you look at your feelings from an objective view, they won't stay for long, because you understand that 1 minute you're bad, the next minute you're good. 1 minute you're good, the next minute you're bad. Life is cause and effect. So these are things that we have to go through in order to grow, in order to elevate. So looking at the cards from an objective view as well, and realizing that this is just a vessel for you to use, to inspire you, to change, to feel better, to love, to feel love, to give love. Because at the end of the day, it's human nature to want to love and be loved, you know? So that's all that I have for you with regards to this little segment. I think I'm going to break this into like 4 segments. I don't really know yet, but I'm really liking the way how this is going. I hope this has inspired you to use the tarot for the greater good for yourself, because it's not about just helping other people. The tarot can be used as a personal spiritual tool to get you through your problems. The tarot is not supposed to answer the questions for you. It's supposed to jog your senses to help you to see clearly in your own circumstance so that you can make the best decisions for yourself and make safe predictions. And when I say safe predictions, but life is cause and effect. If you turn the heat on, it's going to get hot. If you turn the heat off and it's cool outside, it's going to get cold wherever you are. So it's the same thing. It's just saying, like, if you do this, this is more than likely what will happen. And it's the same thing with anxiety. If you do something, it's going to make you feel anxious, you can pull a card to say, how can I pull myself out of this circumstance? Or if you're feeling anxious, how can I find the root of why I'm feeling anxious? It's all about asking the right questions and answering them honestly. So pull a card for yourself right now and drop it in the comments and tell me what card that you pulled. And tell me what that card means to you in your situation. How is it describing your feelings of feeling anxious? What are you getting from it? How is it describing your situation? How is it telling you to change your situation? What advice is it providing for you? And let's talk about it, because I love it when you say hello. And until next time, subscribe to the channel, join the channel membership. You know what I'm saying? There are perks to being a member, but that's another conversation. I appreciate y'all for vibing with the goddess. And until next time, love and light, tribe.